So what's up, y'all? I've been trying to do this video for a long time, but I don't know. I just don't know. I've started, but I've never finished. I'm like, So today I look a hot mess. No, my hair's not done. It's hot out here in Vegas. I just got my lashes on because, you know, I ain't got time for all that. But today is a really important video for me because this is something that I don't talk to people about. Like, a lot of people that know me don't know about my childhood, I guess, or what I've been through or what I grew up with. So yeah, if you hear noises in the background, it's my son. So don't mind him. But yeah, I don't really have space right now to go hide and go do a video. I could when I'm sleeping, but Jalen, chill out, homie, chill out. I don't really got private space to, So I'm gonna try to I don't really remember all the time frames, but I'm gonna do the best that I can, and I'm gonna do the best that whatever I remember, because I remember things and then some things I just don't remember. But yeah, firstly, I want to say that I'm not bashing anyone. Not saying that I'm bashing anyone, really, but I'm not bashing anyone because I have made a video in the past about why I moved to Vegas. And if you guys want an updated video on that, because I do want to redo that story over, let me know. But yeah, I'm not bashing anyone. This is what I grew up with. This is what I've been through. Yeah, that's all I got to say. So you guys are probably what the heck? So growing up, I was born in Portland, Oregon. That's where I was born. But I want to say after my dad left, I was 5, I think, somewhere around that age. He left. He moved to Colorado. After that, never seen him again. Grew up in Portland. My life was kind of like that age, young like that. My life was pretty good. I don't remember, worrying about anything. But I want to say, when I got to the age of 10, I'm gonna say 9 through 11. I noticed my mom was dating a lot and meeting new people or whatever. We've always had our own place. No, I don't want to say 11. I want to say I was younger than that. I want to say 7 to 9. So around that age frame, my mom was dating this guy, and we were living in, where were we living? We had moved into this townhouse, and my mom was actually dating this guy that lived, well, he didn't live, but his family lived next to us in the neighborhood that we were at before we moved to this townhouse, right? So we moved to this townhouse, and I don't really remember knowing this guy, but I just know that he kind of just came with us. He just moved with us. So I remember going through a lot during that townhouse. It was a beautiful townhouse. Me and my sister had a room. Oh yeah, I have a sister. I have 2 brothers. So there's 4 of us with 3 of us with my mom and dad, whatever. But I grew up with my sister and my 2 brothers and my mom. It's always been just us, 5, growing up. So I never really grew up around family. I don't know what it's like to have oh, I'm gonna go to grandma's house, I'm gonna go to my cousin's house, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And I never grew up having that, and I really wish I did. But yeah, we had this beautiful 3-story townhouse. My mom's never worked. Like, I've never seen her work. She's always been on disability. But yeah, so I just remember in that house, I was really like, I was so negative, like, growing up. Like, I was just so mad and angry. One, because my mom, the way my mom is, she's very, like, growing up, she was very strict. Very strict. Like, she didn't let us do anything. Like, sad to say, she didn't let us do nothing. Like, we weren't allowed to go out places and go. We never went to go have fun. Like, we never went on trips, really. We never went and did shit, like, growing up, like normal. I feel like normal people do. But yeah. I did not like this guy that my mom was dating at the time because he hit her in front of us. He had kids of his own, and I felt like my mom, well, it was around Christmas time, and my mom, she took me, and I think my sister, she took me and my sister with her to go buy his kids, like, Christmas presents. You know, it wasn't nothing big, but she, like, made them a stocking and got them coloring books and just, you know, something. So I was really angry about that because, like, I've only remembered, like, one good Christmas that I've had. And I'm not trying to sound selfish, but, you know, as kids, like, you want to celebrate Christmas or Halloween and all that fun stuff. But we didn't celebrate any holiday. Like, we didn't get to do anything. I remember after that, like, I don't really remember celebrating my birthday. Like, I can't name a good birthday that I've had, and if it was probably when I was really, really young. But yeah, I was really mad because, like, you know, she's buying his kids stuff and not us. But I just remember, like, there's a lot of fighting and stuff, and we had to move from that house because I think around that time my mom was going through identity theft. What, baby? Hi. Identity theft. So yeah, that was really, like, a lot. Stop yelling, baby. Look.
Hi, Donna.
So yeah, where was I? Yeah, around that time she went through identity theft. So I remember we had to leave our house, our townhouse, and she lost her car. So after that, we were pretty much out with the car. I think we had to move with her boyfriend's mom. So it was us 5 plus her boyfriend plus his mom plus his, I think one or two of his brothers were living there also in a 2-bedroom. Most of my life I've slept on the floor. Yeah. I think so. We were living with his mom for a little bit. I'm trying to remember. I don't know if we actually got it. I think we got an apartment. Yeah, we got an apartment where his mom lived first because we left the townhouse, and then after that, after that, we ended up having to move with his mom because I don't know what happened. But I think my mom just, like, she was losing everything. Like, we lost our apartment. I remember we were supposed to move out at a certain date, and my mom kept procrastinating. My mom was a big procrastinator. Facts. But she procrastinated a lot. And scissors. Sorry. Let me see. She procrastinated a lot. So I remember we had to like get out of our apartment or they were gonna like take. Anyways, pretty much we lost our apartment, and one day we were staying at the time. We were already staying with his mom, like, but all of our belongings were in that apartment, and we lived in the same apartment complex. So one morning, I think somebody had came to her house and said, hey, they're throwing all your guys' stuff away. So we literally went over there. They were throwing all of our stuff, literally all our clothes, our beds, our toys, our dishes, our personal belongings, literally everything. We lost everything. Like, they were throwing our stuff out, and people were just grabbing our shit and taking our shit, and yeah. So that was stressful. I remember us being at his mom's for a little bit, and I actually had a best friend at the time. My mom actually let me have like a little friend. Her name was Natalie. That was like my first BFF ever. And yeah, so one day my mom came. I was at my friend's house, and my mom was really cool with her because she met her mom and all that, and she was comfortable with her. But my mom's not the type of person to let me just go hang out with anyone or do whatever I want. So like, she was like my only friend that I could go over to her house. But my mom had came and was like, we're gonna move to California because we can't stay here. And her boyfriend was really abusive, and she wanted to finally get away from him. So yeah, I just remember like, yeah, I was just, me and my sister, like my sister was like my best friend growing up. Me and my sister talked about everything. We were always with each other. And you know, honestly, I don't know what was wrong with my mom. Well, I haven't even got to the part yet, but at this time when before we moved to California, I want to say I was like 10, 11. I want to say I was like 10, 11 when we left Oregon. Well, did we leave Oregon? Because we lived in Washington too with one of my mom's friends for a little bit too. So I've been like everywhere. I've moved around like so much. Like, it's just like a lot to remember. But at some point in time, we were living with my mom's friend for a while. And then I remember we moved to California. We moved in with one of my uncles. He's like my mom's, like one of my mom's friends. Like, she went to school. She grew up with him pretty much. My mom's from California. So we were living with him. And if y'all know California, y'all know how like the apartments are and how small they are. We were in a small 2-bedroom. We had our own room. But I slept on the floor. I think my brother slept on the floor, and then my sister, mom, and little brother slept on the bed. So growing up, I majority slept on, like, I've never had my own room. I've never had like my own phone at this point. My dad's not in my life. As far as what I knew, what my mom told me is that my dad just stopped communicating with us, stopped trying to talk to us, whatever. But yeah, in California it's really depressing because all we did was nothing all day. Like, we literally sat in a room all day doing nothing. And I'm like pretty young. Yeah, I want to say like 11 we went to California. But yeah, weren't allowed to do anything, weren't allowed to go nowhere. But pretty much of the story is my mom's never ever put me and my siblings in school. She's never registered her kids in school, pretty much. Growing up, like, that's all I ever wanted. Like, I see these kids going to school. I seen these kids have all this fun going to school, and like, I know school isn't all that, but that's what I think. Like, they have friends, they get to go out, they get to do this, they get to play sports. Me, pretty much my whole life growing up, I was in a box. Literally in a box. Like wasting my life pretty much. And I don't know why my mom never put us in school or never wanted us to. Actually to this day, because I'm older now. I'm 22, my brother's 23, 24, my sister, I think she just turned 19. So we're all pretty much older now. But my little brother, he had same mom, different dad. He's still not in school, and he should be. Like when it comes to her and why she never put us in school, I don't know. And I don't know why no one has, not saying that I want my mom in trouble, but why didn't she get in trouble? Like, that's just to show you, like, people don't, like, really care. Because my mom has, someone has called CPS on her, but not for not taking us to school. Well, that's another story. But yeah, you know what I mean. Like, she's, like, never, ever, ever, ever. So, yeah. In California, living in a box. I remember we had to leave there because, you know, my mom wasn't paying rent over there. She wasn't paying for anything. She wasn't paying rent. She wasn't, like, doing anything, pretty much. Like, nothing was happening. Nothing was, and all she would tell us is, like, everything's gonna be okay. We're gonna have our own place. You guys are gonna do this, you guys are gonna do that. Like, it was just like hopes that kept, like promises that kept getting broken pretty much all our life. And I remember like asking our mom about her dad, and we have older siblings, we have other siblings from my dad, same dad, different moms. But when we were really, really young, we like grew up with them in Oregon. So after they left, it's just, that's it. We never heard from them again. We had to move to Vegas. We moved to Vegas. We lived with my grandma for a while, and she lived in an elderly home, y'all. So, in a 1-bedroom elderly, like, baby, shh. She lived in an elderly home. It was literally a 1-bedroom with a little living room. We all slept on the living room for, I don't know, a year or two. Still not in school. Still not doing anything with life. But yeah, I definitely feel like me not, well, there's like a part 2. There's a part 2. I want to put it in another video because I already know this video is going to be really long. But I just want to say, like, I never went to school until I was 16. Now, when I was 16, I ran away from my mom. So that's going to be, like, another story time. Pretty much like a part 2. To kind of, like, make sense of the story. But pretty much growing up, I never went to school. Don't remember going to doctor's appointments. Don't remember going to dentist appointments. Like, no checkups, no nothing. No nothing, y'all. I'm telling y'all, no nothing. Like, we were literally locked up in a box our whole life. It's the best way I could explain it. Jalen. Okay. But you don't gotta yell, baby. Here, baby. So, pretty much me. Because at 16, well, I want to say 14, 15, I just got tired of it, y'all. I got tired. Like, my mom wouldn't even let me get a job. You know how ridiculous that is? And, like, what I've been through as, like, a young kid, it's definitely affecting me now as an adult because I don't have family. Like, I don't have people close to me. I don't have people to guide me and teach me, like, life skills. Like, I'm 22 now, but I've literally been on my own since I was 19, and I had a baby. So, I'm gonna do a part 2 on like, because it's another long story, but I'm gonna do a part 2. And yeah, what I've been through is definitely affecting me now. Like there's certain things that I have trouble with, you know, adulting, because nobody's given me like guidance, like nobody's taught me any, like, believe me, I'm very smart and very wise, and I've always made, like, I would say smart decisions. Like, I'm surprised, like, for like kids that go through all this like stuff growing up, like they end up on the streets, they end up doing drugs. Me and my siblings never, like, me and my sister never did any of that, like, and it's hard. It's really hard because, you know, I pretty much have to like teach myself how to do everything, like do literally everything on my own, and I don't have parents or anyone to help me, you know, guide me. So yeah, I want to thank you guys for listening to me. Like I said, I've been wanting to do this video forever, and it's just like so much more, and yeah, but I appreciate you guys for you know, watching. And if you guys have questions, and I really want to know, is there other kids that are going through this? Because I just want to know, like, there's really parents like that out here that don't want anything for your kid. Like, I don't know. I don't understand. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really feel like, you know, like I could vent and I can talk to y'all. I know there's someone that supports me out there, and someone that, you know, I just feel good. Like, I feel like a relief, like talking about it and getting it out. And I just feel like it's like you just never know what people go through and what people have been through, you know? So everyone's like, oh my god, like I would have never, like people that do know that I've never been to school or stuff like that, they're like, wow, like I would have never know, like you're just, I'm not dumb, but I'm not the smartest. I don't know everything that everyone's been taught in school, you know? So yeah, I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what videos y'all want to see next. I definitely am gonna do my next upload. I don't know when this is gonna, I'm gonna edit this one a little bit, not really. I don't want to edit it, I just want to put it out there. But, excuse me. My next video is gonna be the part 2, pretty much, on like what happened when I was 16, and yeah, so stay tuned. Please like, subscribe, comment, follow me on my social media. If you guys have questions or anything, please hit me up because I really appreciate them. But yeah, thank you guys. Have a blessed day.